Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Solid day yesterday, sweeping all of our plays, but today's a new day and we are looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog again. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 500 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. Also, let us know down in the comment section after this video which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to their top tier analyst for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Tuesday slate of games, so take a moment and hit that like button. Again, if this video gets above 500 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video. For our first pack, we'll be under the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting LaMelo Ball for more than 40.5 PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. This pick may come as a bit of a surprise to you, as LaMelo Ball has actually only exceeded it in 3 of his last 10 games. However, Miles Bridges will be out for this game. He will be resting. And one of the things we do love about Outlier is our ability to filter for game-specific conditions. Even when players are unavailable, we can make sure to filter for these specific conditions as well. And in games without Miles Bridges on the team for the Charlotte Hornets, we see that this is a line LaMelo Ball has actually exceeded in 9 of 10 such games. Additionally, this is a line LaMelo Ball has exceeded in 65% of the games he's played without Miles Bridges on the floor, as well as in 7 straight games without Miles Bridges he's played this season. Now, LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets will be facing off against an Atlanta Hawks defense that this season has not been very good overall, currently ranked near the bottom of the league in both points and assists allowed to their opponents overall, giving up a fair share of points, rebounds, and assists overall to their opponents. Now, when it comes to defending against opponent point guards, they're pretty much just the same, again, giving up a huge total, PRA total to their opponent point guards. Not very good defensively at all. Here's the Hawks' defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we expect LaMelo Ball to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that LaMelo Ball is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 30 minutes per game. And while Ball has not been shooting the ball as efficiently as we'd like to see him, 33% field goal shooting over his last 10 games, he is still getting up a fair number of attempts per game, near 18 attempts per game, which is very nice to see. LaMelo Ball is also a very solid playmaker over his last 10 games, over 11 potential assists per game. He is also a very good rebound guard over his last 10 games, near 8 rebound chances per game, which is also nice to see. So coming into this game, we do expect LaMelo Ball to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach his line. Now in his career, LaMelo Ball has been very solid at stuffing the stat sheet over his last season, 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, and over 7 assists. And coming into this game against a poor Hawks defense, we are expecting LaMelo Ball to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking LaMelo Ball for more than 40.5 PRA. For our next pick, we'll be headed over to the points plus assist tab, and this time we like Damian Lillard for more than 29.5 points plus assist. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Damian Lillard has exceeded in just 5 of his last 10 games. However, when we come up here and we do filter for a game-specific condition, this time we like days of rest, and with just 1 day of rest in between, we see that this is a line Damian Lillard in games with this condition that he has exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games. Additionally, with games where he has had a day of rest in between, he has exceeded this line in 60% of his last 20 such games, as well as in 63% of the games he's played this season with a day of rest in between. Additionally, head-to-head versus Golden State, this is a line Damian Lillard has exceeded in 2 of his last 3 matchups. Now, Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks will be facing off against the Golden State Warriors defense that this season has been very solid overall when it comes to defending their opponent's points plus assists. ranked top 10 defensively in each of these categories, not giving up very many points or assists to their opponents overall. However, when it comes to defending against opponent point guards, they are just the same, but still giving up a fair share amount of points plus assists per game to the position. Here's Golden State's defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. Overall, coming into this game, despite Golden State being ranked high defensively versus opponent guards, we do expect Damian Lillard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line, especially after coming off a loss versus Oklahoma City Thunder, in which Lillard did not play very well. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Damian Lillard is getting a solid dose of minutes per game. Over his last 10 games, 34 minutes per game, which is very nice to see. And one of the things we do like about Lillard is his high efficiency from the field. Over his last 10 games, 47% field goal shooting on nearly 15 attempts per game. Lillard is also having a very good three-point shooting season this year. Over his last 10 games, over 8 three-point attempts per game, shooting a very respectable 37% from behind the arc. And Lillard has also really upped his playmaking this season, over 12 potential assists per game over his last 10 games. So coming into this game, we do expect Damian Lillard to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach his line. Now in his career, Damian Lillard has been a solid scorer as well as playmaker. This season, 25 points per game, as well as a solid 7 assists, which will be a nice cushion for this line. And coming into this game against a Golden State Warriors defense that is still giving up plenty of points as well as assists to opponent guards, we are expecting Damian Lillard to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Damian Lillard for more than 29.5 points plus assist. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we wanted to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Mark Williams for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Onyeka Okongwu for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on things like double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all the free picks, discounted player props, and promos that they are dropping as gifts in your lobby on a day-to-day basis. Right now, they do have this Jason Tatum 0.5 total points player prop. Make sure you guys go lock this in so you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. And again, if you aren't already on Underdog, sign up using code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our third play, we'll be under the PRA tab, and this time we like Trae Young for less than 44.5 PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this line Trae Young has actually failed to exceed in 7 of his last 10 games. Additionally, this line Trae Young has failed to exceed in 55% of his last 20 games. In 70% of the games this season, Trae Young has failed to exceed this line, as well as in 4 of his last 6 matchups versus the Charlotte Hornets. Now, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks will be facing off against a Charlotte Hornets defense that this season has not been very good overall, currently below average in PRA allowed to their opponents overall, giving up a fair share amount of points, rebounds, and assists to their opponents overall. And when it comes to defending against opponent point guards specifically, the Hornets are again just the same, giving up plenty of PRA total to their opponent point guards. However, coming into this game, the Atlanta Hawks will be very short-handed, missing a lot of their players. And coming into this game, we are expecting a lot more defensive pressure on Trae Young, with what we expect plenty of doubles to be coming his way. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Trae Young is getting a solid dose of minutes per game. Over his last 10 games, near 36 minutes per game. However, Trae Young has not been shooting the ball very efficiently over his last 10 games. 38% field goal shooting, and from 3 he's been even worse, 22% from behind the arc on about 6 attempts per game. So coming into this game, despite his high playing time, we aren't expecting Trae Young to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Trae Young has been a solid scorer as well as playmaker. This season, 24 points per game, which is very solid. And actually one of his best playmaking seasons, 11.5 assists per game. He isn't much of a rebounder, just above 3 rebounds per game on the season. But even with all of this, we still think his line is a bit too high, and that ultimately with the defensive pressure he will be facing, that he will fall under it. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Trae Young for less than 44.5 PRA. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit that like button. Again, we do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 500 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video. So take a moment, hit that like button. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now they will give you 15% off access to some of the top tier sports betting analysts in the community when you use code BLITZ. So make sure you guys go give these guys a look. We thank you for watching. We thank you to all of our channel members, and we'll see you in our next video.